repeated questions. So basically what we're going to do is repeated questions, we're going to learn through questions. That's basically what we're going to learn through questions. Okay. Okay, so I have here a book I'm going to use throughout the study. So you can, at the end of the lesson, I'm going to give you the links so you can get it. If you don't have any that you can study, that you can use to study. So I have here a question that says, it's on estimating and measuring land. So it says cow needs to measure the width of a window to find out how much material he needs to buy to make the curtain. The curtain material cost 55 rand. So this is the window that he is supposed to cover with the curtain. So this is what we're going to do. Okay. Oh, you cannot hear me. Can you hear me now? Okay, someone is saying you cannot hear me. Can you hear me now? Okay, you can hear me. You can proceed now. Okay. So this is the question we are going to look at. This question. It says cow needs to measure the width of a window to find out how much material he needs to buy to make a curtain. The curtain material costs 55 rand per meter. So this is the question we are looking at. So I'm going to show you how to calculate this. So here it reads, cow estimates the width of the window using his arm to be 1.9 meters wide. If cow goes to the shop with this estimate, how many meters of material will he need to buy? How many meters of material will he need to buy? So since he measured 1.9 meters wide, he estimated it to be 1.9 meters wide. So I think he will probably need to buy 2 meters of width to be able to make a curtain out of that. Okay? Yes, he needs to buy 2 meters of material. Okay. Part B, so that you make some extra, the extra 0.1 meters will be extra so that when you put in the curtain, you can have a good measurement of what you need. You need not to buy an exact amount, right, guys? Okay. So it goes on to say how much would the material cost? Okay. How much would the material cost? So we are told here each meter is having we're buying it for 55 rand. So each material would be having let's show the working. Okay. So it says here they're saying 55 is equal to 1 meter. Okay. So we are given now here to buy 2 meters. If he is going to buy 2 meters. Again, so to calculate these guys, we use simple proportion. For us to use simple proportion, we ask ourselves, if 1 meter is costing 55 rand, what is 2 meters? Is 2 meters going to cost more, or is it going to cost less? If it is going to cost less, we just have here less. But in this case, we have more. We know that 2 meters is bound to cost us more than 55 rand. So if you are following the last video tutorials we did, we show that if it is more, we say a bigger number. This is the bigger number, guys. We say a bigger number over the smaller number. So we are saying 2m over 1m multiplied by the quantity. The quantity is the one that is always on its own. The one that is to decide with more. Here we have 55 grams. Okay, we have this one cancelling with this one. Meters and meters. We no longer have meters. So we are left with 2 over 1 multiplied by 55. When we say 55 multiplied by 2, we have 110 grams. So this is the amount that will cost cow. This is the amount that will cost cow in purchasing the 2 meter width of cotton. I hope you can understand that, guys. Okay, so that's how you calculate this, the amount. This is part B of the question. The amount that he would cost to make that. Okay, let's move on to question number 2. The question number 2 says, cow decides to double check his estimated measurement before he buys the material. He uses his measure to accurately measure the width of the window. He determines that the window is actually 2.2 meters wide. How many meters of material does he need by now? How many meters of material does he need to buy now? How many meters of material does he need to buy now? Okay, guys, I don't know what I can do to make the video better, but the only thing I can do is to speak out loud. Maybe the technical team can do something about that. What I can do is just show you this that I'm having here. Okay, so the question is, cow decides to double check his estimated measurement before he buys the material, and he uses his tape measure to accurately measure the width of the window. He determines that the width is actually 2.2 meters wide. How many meters of material does he need to buy now? How many meters of material does he need to buy now? So he can buy 3 meters of material. So I've already shown the calculation here, guys. You can do the calculation 3 meters. Remember, the material is only available in meters. So the best that you can do is to buy 3 meters. You cannot buy 3.5 meters because we're saying the only meter that you can buy is 3 meters. Okay? How much will it cost? So you can just show, like I've shown you. This is the short way of doing it, but I showed you how to do it manually, how to understand what actually happened. Okay, let's move on to the next question, guys. So the next question reads, Lee sews dress for Lee sews dress for Lee You can't hear me. Okay, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Hello? Can you hear me now?
Hello, everyone. Can you hear us?
Yeah, they seems to be complaining about the sound.
You can hear now. Okay, I think you can proceed. They say they can hear.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so we are on to the next question. Sorry about that, guys. Those who couldn't hear me. Okay, hopefully we can hear you. You can hear me now. Okay, on which parts? Okay, so we can move on to the next question now. Okay, so here's the next question I have for you. It says, lease sales dress for little girls. Material cost 89.5 per meter. Okay. Okay, so Damaria has his hand. So that is something to do with the network, I think. Can you hear me now? Hello? Can you hear me now? Okay, so we can proceed. Okay. Okay, so you,
Yes. For those who cannot hear you, the problem is not from your side. Your
okay.
connection is very perfect. Don't entertain, because I think some people are just making you a fool. Just continue with that. I'll look into it because you sound clearly.
Okay, let me
And
just proceed.
yes, for those who cannot hear, they must look into their connection.
Okay, I thought maybe it was on our side.
No, it's not from our side. Continue.
Okay, thank you. Okay, let's look at this second question, guys. It says, lease sewed dresses for little girls. The material costs 89.5 per meter, and she needs 2 meters of material to make dresses for 4-year-olds. 2.5 meters to make dresses for 7-year-olds, and 3 meters to make dresses for 10-year-olds. And the embroidered cotton costs 12.55 for a row of 3 meters. She uses 2 rows of cotton per dress. Okay. So the first question we have is, how much material will she need to make the following 4 dresses? 1 dress for a 7-year-old, 2 dresses for 4-year-olds, 1 dress for a 10-year-old. So this is the question we want. So we are going to do the calculation for each dress, for each type of dress. Then you will see how we can proceed from there. Okay? Here I go. So it says here, she wants to make 1 dress for a 7-year-old. So I have 1 dress, 7-year-old. So for the 7-year-old, we are told that to make a dress for a 7-year-old, 2.5 meters is needed. 2.5 meters. So we have 2.5 meters. 2.5 meters. And also, we are told the embroidery cotton cost 12.55 for a row of 3 meters. She uses 2 rows of cotton per dress. Okay. So we are saying, okay, let's start with let's start with the cotton, with the material. Let's start with the cotton material that she can use. Okay. So what do we need to do? We are told that 89.5 rands is equivalent to 1 meter. We need 1 meter for us to have a 1 meter. We have to have 89.5 rands. Okay. But from this question, we are told that she requires 2.5 meters. Okay? Like we did previously, we just do our simple proportion, 2.5 meters. 2.5 meters, we have a question mark. Is it going to give you more or less? If we are saying 1 meter is costing 85 rand, 89.5 rand, 2.5 meters is supposed to give us more. If it is more, the rule says a bigger number over a smaller number. So this is our bigger number. So we are saying 2.5 meters over 1 meter multiplied by 89.5. Okay? We find here in our calculator, guys, we need to find 2.5 times 89.5. Okay? The answer to that is 2.23.75. Right. So this is the cost of the material. This is the cost of the material that you would need to use. This is the cost of the material that you need to use. But at the same time, we have to take into the account the cost of the embroidery cotton. The embroidery cotton is said to be costing 12.55 for every 3 meters. So how do we take that into account? So what are we saying? We are saying 4.55, these are rands, is equal to 3 meters. But we are told that each dress is having 2 meters. So we say 2 meters here. Okay? 2 meters. What are we saying? We're saying 3 meters is equal to 12.55. What is 2 meters? I have a question mark. What is 2 meters? 2 meters, I would expect the cost of 2 meters to be less than the cost of 3 meters. So I will have less. So what does the rule say about having less amount? It says when you have less amount, you say a smaller number. This one is the smaller number. So you say a smaller number over a bigger number multiplied by 100, which is 12.55. This one and this one cancels out. This one and this one cancels out. So we have now 2 over 3 multiplied by 100. Okay, so we are saying 2 divided by 3. 2 divided by 3 multiplied by 2.55 meters. This will be 8.36. Right. So this is the amount of the embroidery, and this is the amount of the cotton. So we are asked, what is the amount for making a 7-year-old dress? This is equal to 223.75 in rands plus 8.36. Okay. When you punch this in our calculator, what do we have? 223.75 plus 8.36. Okay, so this is how you would find the amount for calculating the cost of making a 7-year-old dress. This is how you would find the amount for making a 7-year-old dress. Okay, so I hope you understood that now. Let's move on to this.
No, Tapito, can you go
Yes?
through that again? You had a small piece of paper. Some of us couldn't follow. Can you
Okay.
please go through it again?
Okay, let me do it again. Okay, so we are going to go through the question again, guys. It seems my paper was a little bit small for the other guys to see. Okay, so we are going to go through this question again. Okay, so the question is, how much material she needs to make the following 4 dresses? How much material she needs to make for the following 4 dresses? 1 dress for 7-year-old. We need 1 dress for 7-year-old. Or we need 2 dresses for 4-year-old. And we need 1 for a 10-year-old. Okay, this is what we have. We need 1 dress for 7-year-olds, 2 dresses for 4-year-olds, and 1 dress for 10-year-olds. Okay, now we are also told we have this information. We have this information here. We have this information. We have this information. So it says the material cost 89.5 per meter, and she needs 2 meters of material to make dresses for 4-year-olds, 2.5 meters to make dresses for a 7-year-old. So for a 7-year-old, we are told this requires 2.5 meters. 2.5 meters here. 2.5 meters for 7-year-olds. Okay. Then for a 4-year-old, we are told that for a 4-year-old, she will need 2 meters. So this is equal to 2 meters. Then for a 10-year-old, we are told that for her to make 1 dress for a 10-year-old, she will need 3 meters to make a dress for a 10-year-old. So So this is equal to 3 meters. We have 3 meters here. Okay. What do we do next? We need to figure out the total amount of material that you will need to make. Okay? We have 1 times 2.5. So the total amount here, the total amount of material that you will need is 2.5 meters. Yeah? Then here, she needs to make 2 dresses for 4-year-olds. Then I will have to say 2 times 2. When I say 2 times 2, I'll get 4. So she will need 4 meters of material for that. She will need 4 meters of material for that. Then to make a dress for a 10-year-old, a single dress for a 10-year-old, she will need 3 meters. So she will have 3 meters here. Okay? What next? We now need to figure out what is the total amount of material that you will need. We just simply add the total amount of fabric that you will simply have to buy. So what do I have? I have 2.5 plus 4 plus 3. I will get 9.5 meters. 9.5 meters. So this is the total amount of material that you need to buy. But considering that from the previous question we did, if the question is the same thing, we are having the same total amount of material being bought. We are having the same total amount of material being bought there. Okay, I have someone raising his her hands. Okay, no one? Okay, so we have 9.5 meters. That's the total amount of material that you will need to buy. 9.5 meters. But we are told that the total amount of material is costing 8.89.5 meters. How do I calculate that? Okay, I say now 1 meter is equal to, is costing us 89.5, right? Then we have 9.5 meters costing, what do you think, guys? Is it going to be more or less? I would expect this to be more. Okay? Then I would expect this to be more. But at the same time, if it is more, we know the rule says, if it is more, we have a bigger number over a smaller number. A bigger number over a smaller number. So this is the bigger number over this smaller number. So we are saying 9.5 meters over 1 meter. Multiplied by 89.5. This cancels with this one. We are left with 9.5 multiplied by 89.5. Okay, this is the cost of material. 9.5 multiplied by 89.5. Okay, from that I will get 850.25 rand. This is the cost of the material. We haven't included yet the amount to be paid for embroidery. We haven't included the amount to be paid for embroidery. Okay, we're now going to include the amount for embroidery. This was only for the material. Okay, let's now calculate the amount to be paid for embroidery for each dress. We are told each dress.
Sorry, Tapito.
Yes.
Can you please go back to the page that you had, because we couldn't see the app. Yes.
Okay,
take the page a little bit down, move it down, because we can't see. They want to see what's happening up there. Yes.
Can you see it now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I think it's
Okay, so this is the amount to be paid for the material, guys. We haven't included the amount to be paid for the embroidery. Now we are going to calculate the amount to be paid for embroidery. Okay, the amount to be paid for embroidery. How do we go about this, guys? The amount to be paid for embroidery, we know that she's going to make one dress for 7-year-old. She's going to make two dresses for 7-year-old, for 4-year-old, sorry, and she's going to make another dress for 7-year-old. Okay, so that's 4 dresses. She's going to make 4 dresses. Okay, and we are told each dress uses 2 rows of cotton, so we need to calculate that, right? Okay, so we have 4 dresses multiplied by the number of rows that each dress uses. So we have 2 rows here. Okay, so this will give us 6 rows. This is the number of rows that she's going to use. This is the number of rows that she's going to use. So we have answered how many materials she needs to make the following 4 dresses. Okay? What would the material cost for the 4 dresses? What would the material cost for the 4 dresses? Okay, so we have 6 rows there. What will the cost of the material cost? So we are saying, if we are saying 3 rows will give us, we are saying 3 rows will give us 12.55. We need to calculate what is the value for 6 rows. So you are getting 6. Okay, so when you say 6, we would expect, do you think we are going to have more?
Tapitwa,
Yes.
sorry to, yes, you made a calculation error. 4 times 2 is 8.
Oh, sorry. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. So I have 8 here. Give us more or less. So we understand this is going to give us more. This is going to give us more. So if it is more, what do we say? A bigger number over a smaller number. So we have 8 rows over 3 rows multiplied by quantity. Quantity is the one that is always on its own, value that there's no value there. Okay? Rows and rows cancels out. We are now saying 8 divided by 3. We have 2.66 multiplied by 12.55. Okay? This will give us 33.46. If we round that off, we can just write this as, we want this in rounds, of course, so we will just write it as 33.47 rands. So this is the total amount that you need. This is the total amount that you need for the rows for embroidery. Okay? But remember, guys, we also calculated that value for the material. This question is asking us, what is the amount that you will have to pay for the 4 dresses? What will the material cost for the 4 dresses? That is the question. The material will cost this amount for the embroidery plus the previous value that we got for the material. The previous value that we got for the material was 850.25. Okay? Let's see the total amount plus 850.25. Okay, we have 883.72. this is the amount that you have to pay for the 4 dresses. This is the cost of the material and the cost of the embroidery to be paid there. Okay, I hope you can see that, guys. Okay, this is what I got. Okay, let's move on, guys. Let's move on to the next question. Question number 3. Question number 3 says, what is the length of the embroidery cotton that Liz is going to use when sewing one dress in meters and centimeters? Okay, what is the length of embroidery cotton that Liz is going to use when sewing one dress?
Hi, Tapitwa.
Yes.
Hello, sorry, you are a bit fast. Some of us cannot follow. Try to go through that again.
Okay, need to
And
do this
for
one
all,
again.
yeah, for all of you, the question is on the slide sheet, so you can view on your screen.
Yes, I'm displaying, everything is appearing, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So try to go through that again because you're going too fast.
Okay, let me do it again.
Okay.
Okay, guys, I'm going to show you how to do it again. For those who are following, so you can try to be patient with others. Okay? Okay, so the question is on the slide, guys. I hope you can see the question clearly. Okay? So the question is, what would the material cost for the 4 dresses? What would the material cost for the 4 dresses? Okay, so we have 4 dresses to be made here, guys. 4 dresses are to be made. Okay, and we have already figured out that the 4 dresses actually require 9.5 meters of material. The dresses require, this is the material to be used. Okay, and for the 4 dresses, the cotton to be used is 4 times 2. Right? This is 2 meters. So we have 8 meters of cotton. We are going to have 8 meters of cotton. Okay, the cost of cotton is 9.5. Right. This is the cost of the material, and the cost of the cotton is given as 4.555. Okay, so this is the cost of the things that we have. Okay, for the cost of the material, we're just saying each meter is costing us 9.5. Each meter is costing us 9.5. Each meter is costing us 89.5. So we need to calculate the value for 9.5 meters. We need to calculate the value for 9.5 meters. But at the same time, guys, we know that it is being sold as in meters. So we can change this 9.5 to 10 so that we can buy 10 meters of material. So we need to figure out what is the cost of 10 meters of material. So we know 1 meter is costing us 89.5, right? We need to figure out what is the cost of this. So from our simple proportion, we know that this is going to cost us more, right? If it is going to cost us more, what do? We say a bigger number over a smaller number, multiplied by quantity. Okay, meters and meters cancel out, and you are left with 8, 9, 5, 1. 10 times 89.5. We have 895 grams. So this is the cost of the material for this 4 dresses. cost of material for the 4 dresses here. Okay? How do we calculate the cost? So this is the cost of material for the 4 dresses, right? Cost of material for the 4 dresses. I hope everyone can see. Okay? This is the cost of material for the 4 dresses. We need to figure out the cost of material for the cotton. So we are now saying, we have been told that 3 rows will cost us 12.55 rands. But how many rows do we need? We need 8 rows. Right? How many rows do we need? You need 8 rows. Okay? By simple proportion, 3 rows are to give us 12.5 rands. Do you expect 8 rows to give you more rands or less rands? This is more rands, you know. This is more. We would expect to get more. We would expect to pay more if they are 8 rows. Okay? Simple proportion also says if it is more, we say a bigger number, that is rows, 8 rows, over a smaller number, that is 3 rows. Okay? Multiplied by quantity, 12.55. Rows and rows cancel out. Okay? So what do? We say 8 divided by 3 multiplied by 4.55. Okay? When we do that, because rows and rows cancel out, our answer is not going to be in rows. It is going to be in rands, because that is the only quantity that you have here. Rand. This is a ratio. It doesn't have a quantity, and the only value that you get here will automatically be in rands. So the value that I'm writing here is in rands. So we have 33.47 rands. So this is the cost of cotton for the 4 rows, for the 8 rows, sorry. This is the cost of cotton for the 4 dresses. Okay, but the question is asking us, what will the material cost for the 4 dresses? We have that. Okay, this is the cost of. So the second question is actually asking us, what is the cost of the material? So this is the cost of the material. That is what we need. This is the cost of the material. Okay, question number 3 goes on to say, what is the length of the embroidery cotton that Liz is going to use when sewing one dress in meters and centimeters? What is the cost? What is the length? Sorry. What is the length? Okay. Question number 3 is asking us, what is the length? What is the length of embroidery cotton that Liz is going to use when sewing one dress? Okay. So the length of cotton, we have to go back to the question again. She says she uses 2 rows of cotton per dress. She uses 2 rows of cotton per dress. And we are told that for each row of 3 meters. So we are told that one row is equal to 3 meters. So we are told that she uses 2 rows. 2 rows. Right? And these 2 rows, obviously, we have to get 6 meters back from 2 rows. So the question is asking us, what is the length of the embroidery cotton that Liz is going to use when sewing one dress? So we are told that one row is going to give us 3 meters. Every row she says she uses 2 rows for each base. So 2 rows for each base, this is going to give us 6 meters. Okay? So we need now to convert these 6 meters to centimeters, right? Meters to centimeters. We need to convert meters to centimeters. We can use simple proportion if you have forgotten that, how to convert it. We can use simple proportion. How am I going to use simple proportion? Let me show you. Okay, so simple proportion is just a matter of using information that you already have. Like, you know that in 1 meter, you have how many centimeters? In 1 meter, we have 100 centimeters. Okay? But you need to figure out what is 6 meters in centimeters. You ask yourself, is it going to be more or less? Again, it is going to be more. So if it is more, the rule says a bigger number. This is the bigger number. So we say 6 meters over 1 meter. Multiplied by 100. Okay? Meters and meters cancel out. We are left with 6 times 100. 6 times 100 centimeters, going to be 600 centimeters. Why centimeters? Because that's the only quantity that we are left with. Like we were dealing with rounds here, guys. If you have been dealing with rounds here, we are left with rounds. Since we are dealing with centimeters here, we are left with centimeters. So in other words, what do we say? 600 centimeters equal to. So that is what the question was asking us. What is 6 meters in centimeters? Okay. Okay, guys. I hope you enjoyed that session we had for you. Okay, so as your homework, I want you to go and look at this question, guys. The part that is left for you to do is this part that says, what is the length of embroidered cotton that Liz is going to use when sewing one dress? So we have done that. We have done question number 3 together. So I need you to go and look at question number 4, guys, and question number 5. The question number 4, it says, what is the total amount that she is going to pay for the embroidered cotton? So we actually looked at that when we were calculating. But you can go and look at it again. If you can get to the correct answer that comes up for you, that would be great. You can go and look at question number 5 again. It says, what is the total cost of a dress for a 10-year-old? So you just calculate that using the values that we are given. Okay, so thank you, guys. I hope you had a great session with me. Looking forward to meeting together tomorrow again. Have a great day. Thank you.